Elite Facts presents
10 hilarious award show blunders.
10.
2017 Oscars. Well, let's begin our list with the most recent incident to occur at one of these awards shows. So the Oscars this year was a bit of a flop in general. There were some good films that were mentioned, however, interest in this award ceremony fell drastically, as ratings for the event's broadcast were down by 4% from the previous year. Not to mention, the show boasted a ridiculous runtime of 3 hours and 49 minutes, which is significantly longer than any previous year. Now, in terms of live blunders, let's start off with one that hasn't been mentioned as much as the blunder you're probably expecting. The In Memorandum segment featured a photo of a very much alive producer named Jan Chapman, while the slide devoted to the late costume designer Janet Patterson was showing. So with that one out of the way, let's talk about the main event of the whole evening. Due to an envelope mix-up with a different category, presenters Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway incorrectly announced the Best Picture winner as La La Land, rather than the actual winner, Moonlight. Due to this royal screw-up, it's pretty safe to say that the 2017 Oscars will go down in history as a complete and utter failure.
9.
2012 Brit Awards. Adele flips off the producers. So no question, Adele is a talented musician. Love or hate her music, you've got to give her credit for her amazing vocal work. Hell, it's what won her the British Album of the Year at the 2012 Brit Awards, which admittedly isn't that prestigious of an honor, but anyway, the then 23-year-old singer walked on stage to receive her award and give her acceptance speech. But unfortunately for her, that's not how things played out. Instead, she claimed her award and only said a few short words before flipping the bird to British comedian and actor James Corden. Despite the Album of the Year trophy being the Brit Awards' most prestigious prize, again, not that prestigious in comparison to the Grammys, but we digress. Adele was only allowed to utter a few lines of gratitude before being told to get off stage to make way for a closing live performance from UK indie rock act Blur. Apparently, she didn't take too kindly to the request.
8.
2009 MTV Music Awards. Kanye West. Oh man, we simply can't forget this one. Back in 2009, this incident took the internet by storm. During the MTV VMAs that year, Taylor Swift was presented with the Best Female Video Award. But before she could even give her acceptance speech, Kanye West immediately jumped up on stage and said, "Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you and I'ma let you finish, but Beyoncé had one of the best videos of all time." Now, this immediately caused the internet to explode due to how obscene this incident really was.
7.
1974, Robert Opel streaks across the stage at the Oscars. You know the classic saying in the entertainment industry, anything can happen on live television? Well, we think this may be the most outrageous thing that could possibly happen. On April 2nd, 1974, Mr. Opel apparently snuck backstage posing as a journalist in order to gain entry to the stage at the 46th Annual Academy Awards show at the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion in Los Angeles, California. After gaining access to the stage by apparently cutting through an expensive seamless background curtain, Opel ran naked past actor David Niven, flashing a peace sign while Niven was introducing Elizabeth Taylor. As you'd probably expect, David Niven gave the best response possible. Unfazed by the whole situation, Niven turned to the audience and quipped, "Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was almost bound to happen, but isn't it fascinating to think that probably the only laugh that man will ever get in his life is by stripping off and showing his shortcomings?" It was later suspected that this stunt was planned, as some evidence arose suggesting that Mr. Opel's appearance was facilitated by the show's producer, Jack Haley Jr. Robert Metzler, the show's business manager, believed that the incident had been planned in some way. He said that during the dress rehearsal, Niven had asked Metzler's wife to borrow a pen so he could write down the famous ad-lib. It is still unknown if this incident was planned or not, but regardless of that, it was still incredibly controversial at the time.
6.
2006, Kanye West interrupts justice during their award win at the EMAs. We know what you're saying. Kanye West again? Well, yeah, he's kind of well known for crashing acceptance speeches on more than one occasion. In 2006, Kanye received the Best Hip Hop Artist Award. However, this simply wasn't enough for the self-proclaimed genius egomaniac. In the category of Best Music Video, his single Touch the Sky was nominated. Unfortunately for him, however, that particular award was snagged by Justice. As you would expect, Kanye interrupted their acceptance speech and started blabbering on about how his Evel Knievel-inspired music video was far superior simply because it had Pamela Anderson, scenes of him stunt jumping over a canyon, and a cost of millions of dollars. Yeah, his argument is definitely valid.
5,
2007, Sally Field's anti-war speech at the Emmys gets cut off. While accepting her award for Best Performance in a Dramatic Series for her role in Brothers and Sisters at the 2007 Emmy Awards, Sally Field said, quote, "At the heart of her character, Nora Walker, she is a mother. May they be seen, may their work be valued and raised, especially the mothers who stand with an open heart and wait for their children to come home from danger, from harm's way, and from war." As the music began to swell, signaling she should wrap up her remarks, she exclaimed, quote, "I'm not finished. I have to finish talking. If the mothers ruled the world, there would be no God." The broadcast then cut off to the generic view of the theater in order to avoid giving her any more attention.
4,
Sammy Davis Jr. announces the wrong winner at the Oscars. So if you think the 2017 Oscars was the first to mix up envelopes, you may want to look back at previous Academy Award shows like the one from 1964. Presenter Sammy Davis Jr. also fell victim to being handed the wrong envelope. Davis announced the winner for Best Music Scoring as John Addison for Tom Jones, when the true winner was Andre Previn for Irma La Douce.
3,
2017, Jimmy Fallon's Golden Globes mishap. Jimmy Fallon is a funny guy, no question about it, and you'd think with his extensive history in hosting late-night talk shows over the last 19 years, well, taking a 4-year gap to try his hand in the film industry, he'd be ideal for the role of hosting the 2017 Golden Globe Awards. Well, okay, he was, but that doesn't change the fact that things went wrong during the ceremony. During the 74th annual Golden Globes, Fallon joked about a technical problem during his monologue after the La La Land themed opening. Soon after cracking this joke, he revealed that the teleprompter was down for maintenance. He said, quote, "I can think of something. Cut to Justin Timberlake, please, and he'll just wink at me or something. This is great. You know what? I'll make up this monologue." He handled the situation in the best way possible by just simply making fun of it. He even joked that the technical problem had to do with Mariah Carey's New Year's Eve microphone drama.
2,
2004, Kanye West storms out of the American Music Awards. So we all know at this point what Kanye West is like at award shows. Well, would you believe that his infamous "I'ma let you finish" interruption was not his first time doing this? The first time he did this dates back to the start of his career in 2004. Who would have guessed that his ego was just as large back then as a newcomer as it is now? During the 2004 AMAs, Kanye was nominated for the Best Newcomer Award. Unfortunately, he came in second to Gretchen Wilson. As expected, Kanye noticeably stormed out of the auditorium and then voiced his opinion in an interview stating that, quote, "I was the best artist of the year. I'm carrying the whole state of music on my back." Right. This would be one of the first of many glorious outbursts. Needless to say, this outburst took away all the attention from the award ceremony itself.
1,
2015, Steve Harvey's blunder at the Miss Universe pageant. Poor Steve Harvey. He and his glorious mustache aren't going to live down this incident anytime soon. So if you've been living under a rock the last couple of years and missed the 8 billion memes about this incident, you've had to have at least noticed that the beloved Family Feud host has been on the receiving end of many jokes. In December of 2015, Harvey was hosting the Miss Universe pageant in Las Vegas. When it came time to announce the final results, he mistakenly named the first runner-up, Miss Colombia, Ariadna Gutierrez, as the winner. Rather than correcting his error right away, and after letting her get crowned on stage, Harvey then stepped in and announced that he had read the results incorrectly, and that Miss Philippines, Pia Wurtzbach, was actually the new Miss Universe. Harvey sincerely apologized to both contestants as well as the audience. Harvey's response to the Academy Awards goof that happened this year, however, was hilarious, as he tweeted out, quote, "Good morning, everybody. Went to sleep early last night. So what did I miss? #Oscars."
Don't forget to like us and subscribe for more Elite Facts.